Welcome to the first video of the new series reviewing your channel art. This is really going to help you guys become better designers. So without further ado, let's get started.
It's been 3 years since the last reviewing your channel art video, but it's finally back. If you want me to check out your logo, banner, and thumbnails, break down what's working, what's not, and give you some tips to improve, this is your chance. Just drop a hashtag review my art in the comments or submit it in the Discord, and you might even get featured in the next episode. It's a fun way to get some exposure, level up your design game, and be a part of the community. Let's see what you guys have been cooking up, starting with our first channel. So here we have someone that goes by the name of Nirh, I believe. I might be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. First things first, I can already tell that this banner is from one of my tutorials, which there's nothing wrong with that, but I'd be giving pointers to myself really because I was the one that made it. But I will say I would darken those light spots just a little bit. They're a little too harsh, and maybe even tweak it a little bit more to make it your own. Kind of like the logo. I actually like the logo. It's pretty nice. I do like how you kept the stroke pretty consistent. It all looks pretty nice, and then added the blurred background. Maybe blur the background a little bit more because it kind of clashes with this slightly. Just see how that looks. Now let's look at the thumbnails. So thumbnails, pretty inconsistent. I'd say try to find a theme as well as put a little bit more work into them. Now I don't know what this says. If I did, I'd be able to give more pointers, but for example, this one you just use the Terraria like logo, what they made, you know, and you just put some pretty basic text over it. I would put a little more into it. I know you can, kind of like this, you know. I can tell you put more effort into this. I think this one looks pretty good. Yeah, I would just say mainly put your focus into your thumbnails. I mean, this one looks pretty good. I don't know if you actually made this, but see, this is the kind of stuff you want to make. It catches your eye, you know, like this one too. Make more like these. So now we are on to someone called Itz Tofazy. Right off the bat, the background and the text are clashing. It's way too bright. I think you should get rid of this background and do something else because this really bright box with the really bright text, it just does not go well together. If you really want to keep the background, maybe just add a drop shadow to the text. Just some way to separate the two. Now these, I'm guessing, are games that you play, which is kind of a cool idea. I don't know if this is how I'd execute it, but it's not awful. I mean, the composition is there, I guess, but you mainly just need to work on that part. For this, I would definitely say to ditch the text because you're not going to be able to read that in anything else other than on this page. Move your logo upward, put it, you know, in the center. That's your logo. That's what this is. The name will be right next to it anyways, so it's not a big deal if you don't get the name in there. For the thumbnails, this one, I can't even read what this says. I'm sure you can notice that too. That's a big no-no, so you'll want to fix the text. If the text was readable, I think it'd be a pretty cool thumbnail. These ones are pretty simple. I'm not really a fan of the text on this one because there's a little too many bright colors going on. This one has more separation with the text. This one all kind of blends together with like the inner glow, whatever else you added to it. This one, I don't know what's going on. This one's good. This one's not bad. Maybe too much going on here. But yeah, I would say keep this style, but fix the text and you'll be gold. Next up, we got Notaro. So I see a lot of these and I think it's kind of lazy. No offense, but I think you need to put some more character into the banner because subscribe for more vids, right? No one's going to subscribe for more vids unless they like your content. You have to make your content good for that to happen. So put some character into it, make it look nice, and then people are more likely to go to your videos and actually watch them. This does not make me want to watch. The logo, too small. When it's in a comment form or anything smaller than this, you're not going to even be able to tell what it is. So if this is your logo, make them as big as the circle. Thumbnail wise, I'd say these are pretty decent thumbnails. I'm not going to lie. It's definitely your strongest area out of all of these. I would say there's a bit too much going on here. You need to have some more of a theme. There's a lot going on. I'd say get rid of the fire. Maybe make this lightning into just a beam that goes straight down and separates the two instead of it going into the other pictures because it kind of collides with it. And maybe get rid of the guns so they're not just floating everywhere. This one's pretty decent, I'm not gonna lie. You get the idea of it. Could use some work, but it's a better start. This one, if you did it right, would be better for sure. Next up, we got hockey events. This guy participated in the roasting your channel art, so now it's time to help you out a little bit. So honestly, overall, I think it's not that bad. Banner wise, pretty solid, you know. I like how this rectangle kind of fades out. That's really cool. I would say I'm not a big fan of the fonts. And also, I'm not a big fan of using two different kinds of fonts in the same design. but that might just be me. And these look different as well. There's just a lot of different fonts going on. I'd say try to make it a little bit more consistent. If you have consistent fonts, it's going to look a lot better to the eye. But the logo is pretty cool. You got the 2 hockey sticks, all that. But yeah, the text, I'd say out of everything, the typography needs some work, but the concept is definitely there. Now for the videos, I would say these are really solid thumbnails. Like this one's good, this one's good, because it catches your attention and gets you interested without giving too much information. Like this one, like, what is that? You know, is that a bomb? No, I don't know. You gotta click the video to find out. That's what I like about these. This one's good. You're definitely doing a good job with the thumbnails. Keep working on them. I would say, you know, fix the fonts situation and you'll be good, man. At this point, I'm out of submissions, so I have to go back to my video from 3 years ago and go in the comment section of that and find people that commented review my art back then. So they probably don't even watch my channel anymore, but you could still take something from what I'm saying about these guys. So first off, we got Dogglu. Honestly, I love the banner. It's simple and it looks nice. It just looks nice to my eyes. So I have literally no critiques on this at all. Great composition, readable text, it's creative and unique. The logo, I mean, it's not really a logo per se, but it's your mascot, I guess you could say, for your channel. So yeah, I don't know, I can't really give you feedback on that. In terms of your thumbnails, this is good. The text needs some work, I'd say have less words in here, because all of your words are going to be in your title for the most part. So you kind of want to just get key points in your thumbnail. You know, I'm not reading all that, to be honest. Like this is good. Speed art. Instead of saying Murder Madness Roblox GFX speed art in your thumbnail, you just put that in the title and then just put speed art in the thumbnail. I don't know. I think that's a better way to go about it. But yeah, these thumbnails are pretty solid. They kind of diminish as you go down, but yeah, this one's the peak of your channel, I'd say. These are pretty good too, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, these 3, keep doing those. Everything else, you're doing great. Next up, we got later. I don't know what it's supposed to be. For the banner, there's no composition really. Everything's kind of just thrown in there, so I would fix that. I don't know. It needs a lot of work. Your text is clipping out of the picture. I would just keep this guy, your mascot, center him a little more, put him up a little bit. Maybe put your name on the left and then put Let's Plays on the right. That way you're not limiting yourself to, Minecraft or horror, but you get the point across that you play games with the Let's Plays. You have your name and you have your mascot. Background and the speed lines, all that needs work. I would work on that. The text is real dark. The color's kind of gross. Maybe add some more detail to the background. Logo is fine. It's got character. It looks a little crazy, but it is what it is. Thumbnails, you only got 2 of them. Not a big fan. This text kind of blends in with the background. It's kind of basic. This one's a little bit better, but what I'd say is I'd make the background, I can't, keeps playing the video. So the dragon right here, right? I would move that picture to the right so that the dragon's one is a little bit more closer to the center, because it feels like all the weight is on the left side of the thumbnail. And then there's empty space on the right. I sound crazy. I'm not. Next up, we got this guy. I'm not even gonna read the name. Again, here's one of the banners I was just talking about. That's gotta go. It is kind of funny that you put bruh, subscribe bruh. I mean, it's more funny, I guess, but I mean, still, there's nothing to it. Yeah, why don't you have something more like your logo as your banner? I don't know. The logo's not bad. It's not really, I don't know, it's all right. I don't really know what to say about it. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen. All right, so this guy is on to Black Ops 6 content, which is sick. I love these thumbnails. I'm not gonna lie. I love them. So yeah, do this. This is great. I have no critiques. It looks really crazy and awesome and gets the point across, and I would click on that. So yeah, you're doing great thumbnail wise. Next up, we got Marri. So first off, this needs to be closer to the center. This needs to go down a bit or shrink it or something, because it clipping out looks really bad. Empty space here. This is going to the top. It's all weighted towards this. It's weird. I don't like it. The text is pretty basic. It kind of looks like, the Roblox text, but then again, it's not the worst thing. I like how you kept the consistency with this font style and this one as well. Just kind of work on it a bit. Maybe add a drop shadow below the text. Just make it look a little better. The logo, is fine, I guess. Not a big fan of the text or whatever this is. Kind of hard to tell what it is. I mean, I get it, it's an M, but when it's shrunk, you're not gonna know. Just add some more character to it. While I do think the single letter logos are okay for when you're beginning, I think you should eventually build the logo a little bit more. Like even mine, you know, just adding a circle in there adds way more character than just a normal C, you know? Thumbnail wise, no complaints really. They're pretty decent. I've seen a lot of these kinds and they catch your eye and they get the job done. Next up we got Miracle, by the way. You know, I don't know what to say. I would say change everything, respectfully. There's nothing going on here. And that's all. You got no videos? Yeah, just switch it up completely, man. All right. Ooh, we got Euphoria edits. I love it. I love the aesthetic. This looks awesome. The banner, it just takes me back, you know? It takes me back to like peak Black Ops 2 phase days. I love it. It looks great. Logo's cool. Might be slightly hard to read when it's smaller, but you know, it still looks pretty decent to me. I think this guy followed my tutorial on this, maybe not, but yeah, it gives a character when you do something like this to it. In terms of videos, again, I love it. It's simple and clean and aesthetic, and that's just my favorite thing, and it hypes me up. So this is awesome, and only 143 subs, and they're putting out this high quality stuff. I mean, come on, let's watch this. What is this? You know, it's not my thing. I'm not really into that kind of stuff, but hey, it's looking good. So I hope you guys have gained something from this video. If you want a chance to be in my video, you guys already know what to do. Watch the intro again. I said exactly how to do it. You know, I will get to yours. There's a guarantee I will at this point, because there's not enough engagement and comments that I will miss yours. So if you want a guaranteed chance to get on my channel, do what I said in the intro. But don't stop there. If you want to take your designs to the next level, check out my channel membership. You'll get access to hundreds of high quality effects in a massive folder, plus exclusive perks like special badges and more. If you don't want to spend money, no worries, head over to my Gumroad. I've got tons of free graphics packs ready to download. And don't forget to join my Discord. It's the perfect place to chat with other creators, get feedback on your work, and join in on community events. Links are in the description. Check them out and keep creating.